So hello guys, welcome back to our channel. So in this video I'm going to talk about the most awaited topic, that is student abroad program. In this video I will be giving you the in-depth related to what's the procedure, how you can apply, what a semester in which you have to start the procedure, what is the tips and tricks that you should follow in this particular time. And for this I have called my friend Harsh, who himself went to South Korea in the student abroad program exchange. And we will let him to talk about each and everything related to this part. So I would suggest you to watch the video till the end so that you don't miss out anything. So let's start with the basic intro of Harsh.
Hello everyone, my name is Harsh Malik. I am from BTech Nanotechnology 3rd year, and I went for the semester abroad program at Sungkungkwan University in South Korea in my 5th semester.
Okay, so we have a list of questions. So it can be a common doubt to the students. So we have covered each and everything. So Harsh, let's start with the experience of yours. Like, how was your experience out there?
Talking about experience, it was like really good because I get to experience a lot of things which I haven't experienced in my life before. You meet like a lot of people, you get to know people from different parts of the world, and also like when you have a different, the surrounding is totally different. In India you will feel like you know almost everyone, but
right.
When you are in different country you will feel like you are somewhere else. Now you have to be yourself. You need to know, like, okay, you need to be dependent on yourself.
Yes, no one is there to take care of you.
No one is like there, and you have to be careful about everything at that moment. And when I first reached, I was like, because I ordered like few things online before itself, like my SIM card and all I already ordered, so I got them at the airport itself. So I didn't get much issue, but like getting the SIM activated, it took like almost an hour for me on the airport itself to just get my SIM activated. But like public transport, because public transport is really good, I must say, like as compared to here. And like there are many beautiful places to visit. You can go, there are many amusement parks and like streets, even like there are many streets with some traditional shops and all, like, so there are many places. I enjoyed a lot.
Okay. So what made you to study abroad? Like, what came into your mind? Like, many of the students didn't apply here, like only a few students apply, and as you told me, like you were the only one from SRM who applied for this particular. So what was your mindset, like what came into your mind while to apply so that you applied immediately?
Actually, I have two reasons for this. First, like before taking admission in SRM, I was planning to go abroad. So first was like that only, and second, because I used to watch like K-dramas and like different dramas, basically not only K-dramas, American series and all. So I was more fascinated about the different countries and all, and I'm like more fascinated in traveling. So I am kind of like, I want to travel to many parts of the world, and I want to experience everything. So these two are mostly the reason. And third was like, the education and the difference in the education, which I thought and which I found also, like there's a lot of difference in education.
Okay, so now let's talk about the main thing, that is the application process. Like in which semester it starts, what are documentation, and each and everything related to that. So which semester you have to apply for it?
Application process from SRM side. It's like from 3rd year only you can go, like that is like 5th semester. From 5th semester onward you can only go for semester abroad program. So you basically have to start your application process a semester before, like the starting of the starting of the 4th semester. You basically have to start your application process, and like within 1 month you should complete your application and you should submit it to the IR department of the SRM. And it was like for me, because it was lockdown, and because we went back in half of the 3rd semester, we went back to our homes, and So in third sem, when we came back in March, so before coming here only, I talked to the SAP coordinator of my department. So every department like have their own SAP coordinators.
Okay.
So we students just have to contact to their SAP coordinators directly, or either through their faculty advisors.
So like, how did you get to know about this? That this program is now being started. Like,
I
you got
came
any
to
mail or any faculty?
Yeah,
told you?
like I came to know about this from my first semester only.
Okay.
Like my faculty advisor told me, and even I also then personally searched it, and I came to know, okay, yeah, this. And then when we came to the off-campus after first year, like first year was lockdown, so and after when we came, our FA again informed us like you have this program in from third year onwards, you can go and all. So and she only introduced us to our department SAP coordinator, and our department SAP coordinator was good. I must say, like he was really good. He was really helpful in the whole process for me. But yeah, IR department is not at all helpful. They will keep you hanging. They will keep you hanging.
I will tell you one thing. Like he belongs to the nanotech and I belong to the EC branch. So the things he is telling, like the faculty advisor keeps on telling them about this program, but when it comes to our part, we didn't get this much information. We were told, but not that much emphasis was given on this part. So yeah, it depends or varies from branch to branch when it comes to this part. So keep that in mind if you are really interested into that. So keep asking your FA or your like SAP coordinator. You will just get to know about their detail from your faculty advisor only. So keep in touch with them if you are really interested in, like Harsh was very much interested, and he was like asking about it in the very first semester itself. So yeah, this was one thing you should remember.
Yeah.
Now the tips and the common mistakes which you will be highlighting, like you did, but the student should not be doing that.
Yeah. So first thing, as soon as you submit your application to the IR department, you just ask them, like, because mostly it is like the approval should be from the department first, then the IR department will proceed anything. So in my case it happened, and they made me, like they hanged me in that same situation after the application for 1 month. They literally didn't process the application, and when I went in person 2-3 times, then they told me like, okay, you have to get the approval from your department. You have to ask your department SAP coordinator or HOD to send the mail to IR department that we have selected this student for SAP program, and you can start the application process.
Okay.
So first thing was that only, and second thing, I must say, like as soon as because sometimes depends on number of applications in the department. So in my case, I was the only one in my department at this time applying, so they didn't do much, but sometimes they will ask you for the interviews and all. So you must be prepared for your interviews related to because they will only ask like you can say this house conditions, like financial situation, your marks and all. Your credit and marks are really important. Plays a really important role in this because sometimes depends. University is like 9, like above 9 CGPA you can get good universities, like admission in good universities.
That means marks matters.
Yeah, and if you are above 8 or 8.5, then you like average universities you can get. But suggestion is always like above 9 if you have then.
So like guys, keep your CGPA above 9 as mentioned.
Keep at least in first 3 semester, because when you are in 4th semester you are applying. So first 3 semester marks will be taken in the account. So and visa application, you as soon as you get, just apply for the visa, because visa people they will take a lot of time. They will definitely be like keep you like I went 2 times, and in 3rd time I got to submit the application because they keep on asking for new documents, and I was like, you should have told me before, yeah. And it was like really pissing moment for me, but I had to do it, so yeah. And yeah, that is the like.
So the next question comes from this part only, like what's the documents?
Yeah, documents
is required.
Like for submitting the application, they will ask you for your mark sheets, till the last semester, whatever you have completed, like 3 semester mark sheet they will ask, and plus they will ask for like separate application form they will provide you. You have to fill your reason and they will ask for three options of universities basically, but they will apply in only one university. That first option which you have given. But if you somehow get rejected in the first option, then they will apply to the second year. Before that, they will not apply. That is also I'm like I don't understand why.
So guys, be specific while giving the preference to the university. Do a proper research about the universities, then only give a preference.
You can, they can get the list from the SAP department, like IR department of the like MOUs they have it with which universities. Because if they have MOU, then only it is beneficial for you, because otherwise you have to pay for that university. And like for documents, visa documents which are like as per the country it varies, so it doesn't like it changes most of the time. So
it's not specific for that. So like if we went to South Korea, so that the documents were different. If you're applying for some other country, so it may vary. So we are not going in depth about the visa part. But the main part was the documents which SRM asked. So he told each and everything. Now the main thing comes like things you need to carry from India while you are going abroad. So what are the basic things that you should be carrying?
I don't know why I carried so much. So I'm telling now. You just carry clothes and like few daily usable or like your personal things, and you can travel adapter for sure. Travel adapter I forgot and I had to search in South Korea for a lot of time. Then only I got the travel adapter, and it was really like I even forgot at airport. So I had to search in the city at the specific stores and all. And in the starting I wasn't able to I wasn't good at Korean at that time, and I was like, why this is happening then? But somehow I found it, and but like your documents, all your documents should be with you. Like you shouldn't miss any document, because the immigration office and at the immigration center they can ask you any document when you reach there in any country you go. And also if like for my time it was like COVID and they had to I had to get the RT-PCR. Now I guess again they started for South Korea and China and Japan, so you have to be ready for that. I was literally on the last moment I was getting my RT-PCR done before taking the flight. And because I had throat infection a week before, and they almost gave me positive, but they gave me negative there. But when I reached to South Korea, after next day I have to get the COVID test done again.
So sorry to interrupt, but I want to ask, like, the difference in the RT-PCR test is something is different?
So like next day I had to get again RT-PCR in South Korea. So I went with my friends who came on the same day with me, and not from India though. So we went to the public health center and we get it done, and next day like on Sunday I got that message in my phone in Korean, and I'm like, what is it? And I had to translate. Then I'm like, they are giving me COVID positive report, and I was like, what the hell? But then I informed I wasn't living in accommodation, like college accommodation. I was staying outside, so I informed the house owner. So he told me to stay in the room, and he provided me the public health center phone number. He helped me a lot actually. So I just called the public health center. I asked for the English speaker, because they are not understanding what I'm saying. I'm not understanding what they are saying. So it was like, but yeah, it is good for Indians to go if you get COVID positive like this, because you don't have to pay for quarantine, and they will take you to the 5-star hotel, and like for 7 days you are literally enjoying. You are not doing anything. And the food was like really good. I told them like I'm vegetarian, so I told them like I don't eat any kind of meat, so don't give me any meat or like any fish or seafood. So they were like, okay, we will take care of it. So they gave me really good foods, and it was somehow good experience for me in quarantine though. I wasn't positive, but yeah. And what else? Documents. I don't want to say more because I literally it changes.
Right.
So you must ask to the embassy at the first time only.
So the next question is like difficulties after reaching abroad. Like when you reach the airport, like the college facilities are being provided to you, or you have to go by yourself. What's the procedure out there after reaching the airport?
Yeah. So for the South Korea, if I say, I personally feel the universities don't give you like any transportation or most of the times because crime rate in South Korea is almost 0%. That's why I don't know. And like immigration, they will take a little time, like almost half they will take. You just for your fingerprint scanning and all, they will take almost 1 hour. And after that, you have to I had to collect the SIM. So I had to search for the shop. I had to go up and down, okay, where is the shop?
Right.
So finally, when I located it and I got my SIM. So SIM almost took half an or 1 hour to get activated.
As you mentioned before.
And taxi. So I was thinking of taking taxi, but my another friend, she came from Germany on the same day, and almost only half hour difference of our flight. So we both went together.
Let me tell you one thing: the groups are already being made before they were reached. So almost every student now know each other. So they already had a conversation before coming to South Korea.
Yeah.
So as Harsh is mentioning that his friend came from Germany. So you can continue with the story now.
Yeah. True. So because groups are made, so we discuss and all. And so first I was thinking of taking taxi only, but she suggested of taking the train, subway and express train.
Okay.
I'm like, I have more luggage than you, and I don't know how I'm going to manage. But she helped me with the luggage also, and I'm like, okay, no issue. So because taxi is almost 5,000 rupees from airport to my place where I have to go, and it was because the airport is on island for them, and it's you have to go all the way, crossing all the city and going inside.
So the thing is the public transport is cheap.
Public transport is way cheaper. It costed me only 100 rupees. 5,000 and 100 is nothing.
So a tip is that don't take taxis, rather travel by public transport.
Yeah, if you
it's
are
way cheaper.
If you think you can carry your luggage. Yeah, because luggage is the main point. And so we went and we took the express train, and I was having that trolley. I didn't know that I can't take trolley inside. The person from inside came. He was like, no. But I was like, oh no. Yeah, but when we reached to the Seoul, and we were changing the subway, and it was really helpful. They had the accelerator on the sides for luggage specifically. You just put your luggage and it will go up. You can just take another accelerator.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, and I was like, this is really good. Somehow it is relaxing for me. I don't have to carry, because from basement 2 you have to go to the second floor. So it's a lot of stairs, and
2 floors there, and basement 2 floors, 4 floors.
Yeah. And it was and she lost her wallet. And I was like, what you were doing with wallet first of all? But then she went back to report, and I came by myself with all the luggage, and people helped me a lot with the luggage in transferring it inside the subway and taking it out also. Yeah. So So be prepared with your location first of all. I was so confused when I reached up. I'm like, which way I have to go? I don't know, because Google Map doesn't work in South Korea.
Okay, so
you have to use either Naver Map or Kakao Map. So they have their own maps, mapping system and all. Even the WhatsApp, no one uses there.
So what do you
Kakao Talk.
Kakao Talk.
They have their own everything. They don't use WhatsApp. They use Kakao Talk for everything, for even calling sometimes. So it's better to you install all these apps before going there. Kakao Taxi or Naver Taxi, all these apps there.
So the telecom plans are cheap or expensive there?
For me,
about that?
I bought it before 4 months subscription together. so it was kind of cheap for me.
Okay.
But if you go and buy there, and it's a little higher than the normal. If you see in India, it's higher.
A
in
bit
South
paid,
Korea, yeah,
okay.
because they have more data service and
correct.
because of that.
So like when you entered your college, like when you saw your college for the first time,
Yeah.
what was the experience like from SRM to
How?
Seoul directly? Like
I was like, this should be the campus. This is what campus looks like. Like the environment was like really good, and they have really, and the entrance, like they have many gates first of all. So I didn't know which was the main gate at first. So I went from the back gate near to the dormitories.
Okay.
So when I went, and I was like, dormitories were like, wow. I went inside the dormitory just for checking how is the room,
Okay.
and but like, literally then this room, I must say those rooms are way better. And I stayed outside, as I mentioned before, and it is known as Goshiwon.
Okay.
So Goshiwon is basically a small room, but like average, not average though.
Bigger
Like
than this
only,
or
no, way too smaller than the like
half of it?
yeah, half of it.
Okay.
Half of it is the room, and in that room you have like everything: study table, almirah, hanging, everything is there, and you have like sharing kitchen, sharing washroom and all. But it depends, like there are three types of Goshiwons.
Okay.
So one is like where I stayed, in which there is sharing everything, and even the dinner and breakfast was provided by the owner to me. And second type is like with attached washroom, but no kitchen attached. The kitchen is sharing. Yeah. And the third is like all three attached.
Okay, attached.
Yeah, it's like that. And like 50,000
Like
won,
increment.
like increment won. So it's like for me it was 20,000 won, 20,000 rupees for that room and all the services and the Wi-Fi and everything.
Food and everything.
Yeah, everything was included in that. And so yeah, I went to the campus, and because they had two campuses. Mine had two one is in Seoul and one in Suwon. So mine campus was in Suwon because the science campus in Suwon. So, and the library, first thing was library. I was so amazed with the library. They had 6 floors plus basement, and the full library was funded by Samsung.
Oh.
Literally, like everything inside and it looked so good. Like that library even had this cinema hall inside. Like you can literally go in the cinema and watch movies. Yeah, multiplex they had, like small TVs, like 2-3 people can sit in front of that TV and they can watch it. Like there are many TVs and you can just sit and you can watch whatever you want on TV.
Correct.
Yeah.
So talking about the education difference, curriculum difference. So what at that point what you found there?
Okay.
Like SRM is better or your college out there?
I guess college out there it was better. Sungkungkwan University was better, and because reason is, first of all, everything is under professor control. First thing, like I have to enroll in his class, I have to get the permission from the professor. If the class is not eligible for me, like that, like I registered as a master student over there.
Okay.
So this is the thing I wanted to say. Because my courses which I had here, they were in master's courses over there, two courses. One course was undergraduate only, so I registered as a master's student over there. And like I wanted to take that undergraduate course over there, so I had to go to the professor, ask his permission for sitting in his class. When the professor allows, I can just sit in the class, no issue. It's like not the role of the department or any head or anything. No, it's totally depend on the professor. Even the assessment, like taking exams and everything depends on professor. How he is going to evaluate his student, his or her students in midterms or finals. How? That's totally on professor. Because there were few friends from different countries and in different courses. They literally didn't had any exam, not even a single exam. They just did their assignments, submitted them, and they got the marks. Because the professor said, I am going to give you marks on the attendance and the assignments which I give you.
Okay.
So I was like, wow, no test you have to write. And even the test writing, because I gave the test for my subjects. One subject I had the take-home exam.
Take home.
Yeah.
Like
Take home.
you can
Like
take your
you can
paper
take, and
to-
that is known as like the toughest exam anywhere you can go. Take homes are like the toughest exam because you cannot find anything anywhere.
Okay.
You literally cannot find, and I was in shock for the first time because I never did take home exam and I don't know what that professor is given in the question paper. I had like 3 days to submit that question answer sheet.
3 days.
Yeah, and like 2 days almost went away and I didn't find even a single answer. Literally, and then I just opened the class notes again. Again, I'm trying to search on the third day, and somehow I started finding really small hints. So when I find the small hints, I just did whatever came in my mind. And somehow I got passed though in that. Yeah.
So like, what about the student culture? Like you met students from Germany, US,
Yeah.
Korea itself.
Yeah.
Students are there. So like, what's the student culture out there where you find yourself lacking or you have an upper hand above them? What all things you found there? So you can tell about that also.
First thing, because I went there, I known 2-3 people. First, the girl which I mentioned before,
Germany,
from Germany,
yeah.
and through her I met another guy, from Sweden. He's from Sweden. So yeah, and because we went for the COVID testing together, and they were like, "You got positive, we got negative," and. Yeah, after that, because that 1 week I had to spend in the quarantine, and in that 1 week only the orientation happened.
Okay.
So I wasn't able to go to the orientation because mostly students met there only. But yeah, I was like, okay, we can meet afterwards, no issue. And I informed like the office over there, so yeah, okay, no issue. But when I came back, I went to the university. I went to the student building. There's this student building, so which is basically only for clubs in the university, and subway was there in that building. That's it. So all the clubs are there in that building. So I just like roamed around in the floors and I was looking for the clubs, like what clubs they have. I thought of joining like some club, maybe I will join. So there was this taekwondo club, and I was like, this is good chance of learning taekwondo. So I just like, there was this poster, so I just took the Instagram ID from there and I just messaged them, and they were like, okay, we will add you. Okay.
So like, any additional fees has to be given for these?
Yes, like but very little, not like very high price. You have to just give very little because they have to give me my taekwondo dress and like all the things. So I would definitely will take it, and so. There were other clubs also, but I am like, only one club is enough for me for now because Taekwondo club is really tough club, and and after that the university organized this high day tour. So basically, in which they took us to the ancient village kind of thing. And we all exchange students went there. So at that moment I met a lot of almost everyone, all the exchange students, and there were like almost 700 to 800 exchange students.
And let me tell you one thing, Harsh was the only student from India.
Yeah, I was the only Indian in those, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do now. And because they made a group, college made group of at least 4 exchange students from different parts, with a Korean student, one Korean student, so that like he can assist us in different things and all. And so in my group there were like 2 French girls and one, I don't know the place, sorry, maybe Malaysia, yeah, I guess, yeah, Malaysia, yeah, she was from Malaysia, I guess. So she was there and I was the only guy, and the other Korean guy was there, that's it. And I was like, at least give some more boys. There's no fun because the girls, they were always busy with some other stuff, and we were not able to go somewhere else then. So, but the first thing which happened before day tour was I went to the Taekwondo club opening ceremony, like kind of celebration in the restaurant. And I didn't know which restaurant because they sent the name in Korean. The restaurant name was Korean. Okay, I was like, okay, I will try to find. I tried to locate on their map, and I'm like, it is showing here, but it is not here. Where it is? I sent the photo in the group. Like, okay, is this one? They were like, no, not this one. Come forward. Then I went and little forward. Okay, yeah, this is one. I messaged the guy like, okay, I am standing outside, come on, because I don't know anything here. And it was raining, and there are many things you will find really good. There's this umbrella dryer in front of every shop. Like they will just do this and your umbrella will be dried.
Okay.
And they will even give you poly bags. Like you just put your umbrella in this and snatch it out, it will be covered with poly bags. Free of cost.
Oh, okay.
So it will be like, it will not get, inside will not get wet like that.
Correct.
Yeah. And they all were Korean over there at that time, and I was the only foreigner for them. And when I went there, they all were sitting, 3 tables, like almost 30 people were sitting there, and I'm standing, and they all were looking at me, and I was like, why you all are looking at me? I looked back, there is something. Then I said like hello in Korean, like 안녕하세요. So they were like, yeah. Then something relaxation happened, and then I said, and they didn't know I was vegetarian, so everything was on the
non-veg part.
Everything was non-veg, and I was trying to look for something vegetarian. Then the guy who took me in, he was like okay in English, so he was able to communicate with me easily. Because not most of the Koreans, they really hesitate to speak in English because.
So guys, if you're going abroad, so try to have the basic knowledge about the language. Like if you're like Harsh, he was having that language problem. So if you have the basic, at least the basic knowledge, like how to greet, how to talk, the basic things, it will be really grateful for you only, because at that particular time it's really become tough. Like you will be not having anyone to communicate at that point of time, and you will be really getting stuck at that point of time. So yeah, kindly have a proper or a little bit of local language of whatever country you are traveling to.
Even like English speaking, if you are going, you will not have any issue. Like US and Europe, they don't have an issue. And
now talking about the renting, food expenses and other extra charges that you have to pay out there, because as far as Harsh told me, only the academic fees, like the which you are paying out here, only that fees has to be paid, and SRM will be sending only that fees. Other than that, all the accommodation, food, roaming around, any fun activity you are doing out there, everything you have to do that on your own expense. So let's talk about that also. Like
for me, I booked my place before going from here, like through online searching and all. I booked that room, and it cost me like 20,000 per 22,000 like that, because the change in currency changed. Sorry. So 22,000 it was in the beginning. So I just paid 22,000 him. Like half I paid him before going there as a deposit. Like okay, I secured the room, and like I stayed 4 months over there. So it's like around 88,000.
88 to 90,000.
Like almost 90,000. You can just take it. And other than that, like 1,10,000, I must say I spent there in food, traveling, and going to different places.
Food is a major issue for vegetarians.
For vegetarians, you have to spend a lot, I must say. For vegetarians, you have to spend a lot in South Korea, because vegetarian food is like hard to. Vegetarian food is there, but it's way too expensive. Like milk, you can say. Milk here you can find like I guess in 70 liter maximum. There it was 200 liter, 200 rupees per liter, and I was like, are you kidding me, bro? 200 rupees, who will give you? And but the thing is, you can save a lot on this daily use things and house room or any decoration thing, or daily this light bulbs and everything, the switches and all, everything, these kind of things, you can save a lot. And even the kitchen utensils, anything, you can buy this store in South Korea, Daiso. So in that store, 5,000 won is the maximum limit. That is like 350 rupees maximum. There will be nothing in that shop more than 350 rupees. So I saved a lot from there. I bought like few utensils and all from there. So because and this, what you say, food they have, but not much, like very limited a range of food, packed food basically, like chocolates and all you can find in that store. And but mostly you can find good food in convenience stores like 7-Eleven, CU, and also this GS25 and all. So yeah, and restaurants, I must say, varies, because vegetarian restaurant, finding a restaurant which have some dishes which don't contain any meat is kind of hard, but you can find it. Like there are many dishes, like I tried that what you call it, I will tell you if I yeah, bibimbap. So it's like egg is there in that only, and other things are like veg only. So you can, and it's really good, I must say. Bibimbap.
Okay.
Yeah. So bibimbap, gimbap, all these things have like
Bap is gimbap,
bibimbap. Yeah. Like these dishes were like kind of veg, because they had rice and vegetables mostly in that. And also, but yeah, before coming here, I tried chicken once, and I was shocked to hear the flavor of chicken. First of all, roasted chocolate chicken. And I was like, chocolate chicken? What is that first? Why you add chocolate in a chicken? So I ate, but it was really good, I must say. You must try it after going there if you are going to South Korea. And
living standard out there, like
living standard,
infrastructure and everything compared to India.
I must say everything looks so good. You just want everything to bring
to India.
Yeah. There are electric vehicles, like electric scooters, electric cycles, on every corner of the street. You can just scan the code on that, and you can just take it.
Like you do facility in India.
Yeah.
Scan, just reach out.
Yeah. Like in every part of South Korea, you can find them, and like on the streets, you can just go using them. And I must say, if you don't have license in South Korea, you shouldn't use electric scooter because they are way too fast.
Okay.
They are really fast while driving. But yeah, cycle you can use electric cycles, but not the scooters, because they are really fast, and sometimes if you lose control, you will be having a lot of trouble. Even my friend got stopped by a police and got fined 50,000 won for almost like 4,000 to 5,000 rupees. Yeah. She got fined that because she was using that electric scooter and she didn't have the license.
Okay, so let's not talk about the living standard out here. Like how the living standard of the people out there. Like if any foreigner comes out, how they behave to them.
Yeah. Living standard is like really good and like really high, kind of high class for most of the people, but like, you know, everywhere there is some people who can't, like, so and as per the reaction, if I say old people reaction will be really funny sometimes because they will keep on staring you sometimes in subways if you are traveling, or either you are traveling to a little countryside. So, and like you can find old people staring you for a long time, like even when you cross them, they will keep on looking by turning their heads, and sometimes it feels awkward. But if you are there and they are standing, you are standing like in front kind of, and you so that they are watching you, and and if you say something in Korean, they will be really happy. They will start talking to you. They will be like that, because I had this uncle in my same building. So we had like dinner and breakfast and time together only. So he used to come at the same time, and he usually sat by my side only most of the time, and he's like 60 or something. So, and Ajushi is like Korean word for uncles or like kind of old people, and so I used to call him Ajushi only because he keeps on talking, and because he keeps on talking. Okay, most of the things I started understanding with time, but like few things I don't understand. So I just keep on saying ne. The Korean, yes.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, ne.
Ne.
Yeah, ne. Yeah. Ne or be. So it's like
Ne.
that. Yeah. And he will be like, okay, eating and talking and eating. I'm like, okay, my time pass is going on. I don't have any. Yeah, and like average pay for part time also is really good, I must say. Like,
So you did any part time?
I didn't because I need a separate approval. You need, if you are in South Korea, you need a separate approval to do your part-time job. If you are a student over there coming from abroad. And as I was there only for 4 months, even the ARC took a lot of time. You are staying more than 3 months, you need to get the ARC done, like the registration done in the system of the Korean government. And if you didn't do, you will be fined. So mine was like I applied through university, which I regretting that thing because thing is they took a lot of time because they are doing group thing. So many students don't submit it on time their documents. Because of that it got delayed, and it got like I got the fingerprint registration date in November. So I went in August. So it was like almost 1 month is left for me to coming back, and there was no chance I can receive it. But I went for because I paid the fees for that, so I have to go. So I went for the registration and all, but I didn't receive it before coming, and they stopped me at the immigration office because when my passport got scanned. While you are coming out, you have the self immigration. So basically, there's this machines. On like many machines, you just have to scan your passport for first page, and they will get every information about you. And I'm like, when I scanned, the gate didn't open.
Okay,
like,
वो 4 महीने वाला scene जो था.
Yeah, because the ARC registration haven't completed yet, and the gate it was showing you cannot cross the road, you cannot cross the immigration center. So I asked for the help. There was this separate box which only one woman was sitting. So I told her. She was somehow, to some extent, she was understanding English. She was also not that good in English, but I explained her slowly, like it is like this. I haven't received it. Might be with my university, or I haven't received it like that. So another officer came from inside. She took my passport and all inside, and she asked me a few details. Why you are coming to Korea again before the expiration of your visa and all, because visa expiration is 19th of January, 24th of January for me, 20th January for me, and I can go back, but if you have ARC registration done, then only you can leave the country and come back in that period. Because if you leave and like come back, then you will have to pay a lot of fine because you don't have your ARC registration done, and that was kind of hectic for me at the airport for some time. But they did it quickly because she just asked me a few questions. She uploaded in their system, Korean government system, and they were like, okay, you can go now. I was like, oh shit. And lifestyle again, if we say, my old friends, like they were like first of all, everyone carries tablet and laptops in class even, and I was like, no one carries even a single notebook or pen. Literally, I was like, what? How you make notes then? And laptop, they literally type the numerical even, like the mathematical numerical equations even they type with laptop. And like, you know all these shortcuts and everything? I don't know. I cannot type. But like tablet, it is easy because
No,
you have
you
pen.
can.
You can write it in tablet, but in laptop it's difficult to do. And I was like, I was the only one carrying notes, and I'm making notes. Why I'm making notes? I was like, yo, no.
So with this, we come to the end of the video. I hope every doubt, each and every doubt related to the student abroad program is now cleared out, like the admission application process and living standards, how you have to apply, what are the problems. Everything is clearly mentioned by Harsh in a very detailed manner. And still, if you have any query related to this part or anything related to SRM University, you can connect us with our Instagram handle as well as on our Telegram channel. In addition to that, I will be giving the Harsh Instagram link also in the description part. You can contact with him also regarding if you have any query related to the student abroad program, his experience, anything else you want to ask about student abroad program or the education part or anything related to it which you didn't understand in the particular video. I hope this video was pretty much enough. We almost covered each and everything. So yeah, with this, I would like that you should be sharing and subscribing to our channel if you find it informative. And with this, we'd like to end the video. And once again, thank you Harsh for coming on our channel and helping the students out here. So with this, bye guys.
Bye.